In the earlier classes, we discussed the physical properties among solids, liquids and gases. Now we are going to learn the interconversion of states of matter. So these three states of matter are interconvertible. That means a solid can be converted into liquid, a liquid can be converted into gas. Again the gas can be converted into liquid and the liquid can be converted into solids. And some of the substances directly can be converted into gas without getting a liquid state. So we are going to discuss how these form of matter can be converted one state to another state. So let us perform an activity. Take some ice cubes in a beaker. Place this beaker on a tripod stand with the help of wire gauge. So with the help of rigid stand, suspend a laboratory thermometer into the beaker. What is the use of thermometer? To know the temperature of the substance. So what is temperature? Temperature is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a substance. Temperature is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a substance. What is the SI unit of temperature? SI unit of temperature is kelvins. K. And we also use degree centigrade and degree Fahrenheit. So we know that what is the SI unit of length? Meter. So it is also what is the CGS unit of distance or length? Centimeter. So we know that 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. In the same way, 1 degree Kelvin is equal to how much in Celsius scale? So for that, degrees Kelvins is equal to 273 plus degree Celsius. So this is very important, how to convert Kelvin scale to Celsius scale. So degree Kelvins is equal to 273 plus degree centigrade. So temperature is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a substance. So to know the temperature of the substance which is present in the beaker, we suspend a laboratory thermometer. The laboratory thermometer is calibrated from -10 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees. It is calibrated 110 degrees centigrade. So first initially know the temperature of the substance. The substance present in the beaker is ice cubes. First note down the reading of laboratory thermometer. It shows definitely less than 0 degrees centigrade. It may be -5 degrees, it may be -3 degrees. So the temperature initially, let us assume that -5 degrees centigrade. Now start heating with the help of burner. Now start heating the beaker. Now you notice that the temperature of the substance slowly increases. When it reaches the 0 degrees, you see a red color line. Alcohol or mercury is present in the clinical thermometer. So that color, you can notice that it rises in the thermometer. Okay. Initially note down the temperature of the ice cube. Definitely it shows less than 0 degrees. Assume that it may be -5 degrees. So note down the initial temperature of the ice cube, that is -5 degrees. When you start heating with the help of burner, the temperature of the ice cubes slowly increases. That means you can notice in the thermometer the level of mercury or the level of alcohol which is present in the thermometer rises. So it reaches the 0 degree centigrade. When it reaches the 0 degree centigrade, it stops rise in temperature. But we did not stop heating. We are continuously heating, but the temperature stops. The temperature of the ice cube does not rise. It remains at 0 degrees centigrade for some time. So that amount of heat energy is utilized by the particles to break down the force of attraction between the particles. Here the matter is present in the form of solid. Solid means the particles are tightly packed. The force of attraction between the particle is very high. If we want to convert solid to liquid, we should break down the force of attraction between the particles. So here the temperature remains constant for some time because the amount of heat energy is utilized by the particles to break down the force of attraction between the particles. When the forces break down, the particles move away from each other. So the force of attraction breaks down and the matter converted into liquid state. When the matter converted into liquid state. So this process is called melting. This process is called melting. So what is melting? Define melting. The process of conversion of solid form of matter into the liquid form is called melting. The process of conversion of solid form of matter into the liquid form is called melting. When melting is possible on heating, the process of melting takes place on heating. And very important, melting point. What is melting point? Is it same for all the substances or it is varies from substance to substance? So first know what is melting point. Melting point means the point of temperature at which a solid can be converted into liquid at atmospheric pressure, that is called melting point. Melting point is nothing but the point of temperature. At what temperature the solid form can be converted into liquid form. Here ice is the solid form of water. So ice at what temperature it converted into liquid form. Initially the temperature of ice is -5 degrees centigrade. So at -5 degrees centigrade the water is present in the form of solid. When it converted into liquid form at 0 degrees centigrade. At this temperature, if we provide heat energy, then the solid form of ice converted into liquid form. This point of temperature is called melting point of ice. Here melting point of ice is 0 degrees centigrade. Here melting point of ice is 0 degrees centigrade. Because melting point of all substances is same? Not. So it is definitely not same. Why? Because the force of attraction between the particles is not same in all the type of matters. So as earlier we discussed, easily we can break down the piece of chalk because force of attraction between the particle is less. Can we break down the piece of iron? No. Why? Because the force of attraction between the particle is very greater as compared to the piece of chalk. So the higher force of attraction, the greater force of attraction gives the strength of substance, so it greatens the melting point. It greatens the melting point. So what is the melting point of metals generally like iron? It is definitely nearly 1500 degrees centigrade. At that temperature they can melt. That means they can convert it into solid form to liquid form. So what is room temperature? Room temperature means the temperature of our surroundings, nearly 30 to 40 degrees, but it changes season to season. So at this temperature, iron metals, those are exist in solid state because the melting point of metals is very high. Iron melting point is nearly 1500 degrees centigrade. So if we give the temperature above 1500 degrees centigrade, then iron can be converted into liquid form. And in social, you already know that. So the layers of earth, so crust, mantle and core. The metals, minerals exist in the liquid form here. The metal, minerals exist in the liquid form. Why? Because here temperature is very high, 3000 to 6000 degrees centigrade. That is why the minerals present in the form of liquid. So melting and melting point. The process of conversion of solid form to liquid form is called melting. Melting point means the temperature, the point of temperature at which a solid can be converted into liquid is called melting point. So the process of melting also called as fusion. Very important. So on heating, a solid can be converted into liquid. This is called melting, and melting also called as fusion. Melting also called as fusion. Next. Okay. See, now the temperature of the water is 0 degree centigrade. Now the temperature of water is 0 degree centigrade. Now still go on heating. Go on heating